5 years from now when Dak Jam is big and these people in my mind didn't believe in this, right? We can.
Nobody believes anything.
No, we can politely show them that it was a thing.
You're gonna sit there and tell me that you were here to support from day one, which is 99% of the people we are not for us right now. There's only 1% of this community that's for us right now.
Yep.
That's it. It's a small number. Everybody's against us because we're doing something that's a little bit different. But really, is it that different? We feel the community feels like they don't deserve things.
And well, they always say they want new things, and then new things come along. Don't go to it.
Don't go to it because don't support it. They don't support anything until it's ultra successful, or their buddy.
I was here from day one.
Or or your buddy, like Easton, or my buddy Easton says, I like it. So then now I'll like it then.
Yeah,
I'll like it then. You know.
It's like I liked it from day one. God. When everyone was in quarantine and realized they didn't know how good they had it until they didn't have it anymore, I think that people are starting to realize they need to start cherishing those moments and be grateful for those opportunities when they have them. Obviously, the pandemic isn't as bad as it once was when everyone was in lockdown, but we're still missing those social events that we can go to and have fun and engage with people. I think people are still itching for those opportunities, whether that be Dak Jam or whether that be going to individual concerts or whether that be traveling to other places in the country. So I think people really are itching for that after the pandemic. Because when I first met with you guys in the conference room, like I wasn't entirely sure what it was all about. Like I knew it was Music Nights Festival and that nostalgia, right? And then I was like, okay, yeah. I'm like, I see their vision, but not 100% fully see it. But now, after being in this for 2 years, now it's like 100% clear.
I mean, it clicks now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's just only been a short 3 years. If you've only done one event because we've had a pandemic.
Well, it feels like I've done everything under the sun.
Yeah. Weird, right?
But I still can't believe that commercial. You always say it's your favorite commercial, but that commercial. Like now that I look back, it's just way better than it ever should have been. When I was just starting,
I think it's great still. It's still my most favorite.
It's my favorite.
It's my favorite still.
Yeah. Mine too.
Yeah, let's go. What I like to see. Crack the tank. 1 second. Oh snap! Guys, check it out. Party's done. We're going. Hey, you want a drink? Frank, been looking for you.
Hey, there you are, man.
Yeah, let's get some games in.
Yeah.
Frank, you get a new haircut?
Yeah, man.
Looking good.
Something new.
Yeah, it's nice and fresh.
Yeah, I always joke with the Dak Jam team about being in that gray area of working with Dak Jam as an employee and then also being a part of the influencer program, which is called the Dak Pack. So there's that little gray area that I kind of slide into, but being a part of the Dak Pack and getting all these perks just for being early and supporting a cause like Dak Jam was super awesome to see, and especially everyone else in the Dak Pack that was super interested in being a part of the event. It was cool getting to meet those people and engage in activities like the photo shoots and the video shoots and the meetings and the parties and everything that we got to do together. So, you know, that was a cool experience that I got, even though I was working with Dak Jam, that I could also be a part of the Dak Pack as well. That camping on this.
It's not a camping video. People are liking that camping video.
Ooh, they loved it.
he's like, dude, that he's like, that camping commercial was sweet. And he's like, how was the directing Mike for acting? I was like, I did pretty good. I was like, I had to kick him about a couple times to do a couple more takes, but it was good. But no, he's like, no, it turned out so awesome.
Always looking for, there's a prime example, always looking for the bad on something like that. Like, it's hard
Really?
to work with.
Yeah.
You know?
I was like, oh, this is a pretty good actor. I was like, there's a couple scenes we had to do a couple takes, but that's with anything.
Yeah.
He's been like ground floor in it.
Wow, there's like, nobody does this.
He's like reaching out to all these agents, and I mean, it was rough there because he wasn't getting responses, and
And then the only way to get responses, keep calling,
Yeah.
keep calling, keep emailing.
and then they start to see the belief.
2021, the beginning of that, after we filmed the podcast, and going into the spring of 2021, I think we were all super pumped and excited for the event that was coming. We transitioned from the parking lot to a bigger venue, and I think that was super exciting for everyone involved. Having those big name artists on the big stage and bringing a whole experience to the fairgrounds was something super exciting that we were all looking forward to. And I think just going into it, we were all pumped about what we could bring there and bring a new event that people from Minot had never seen before.
It really hit in June, didn't it? Like, end of June, there was no emotions. You literally didn't feel anything. Like, you couldn't even express emotions. We were working 50 hours a week, if even that. We were literally just balled up trying to work with what we could get done in the shortest amount of time possible. My parents didn't see me for about 3 months. They said, oh, she went into her room. I would go grab fast food after work, coming home at 8 p.m., go in my room, eat it, take a shower, then go to bed. And then I'd wake up in the morning before my parents and then come back into work. I did not see my family for 3 months. Like, I don't think I saw anyone for 3 months besides your guys' faces. No one.
I was very pumped. I mean, I talked to Mike. I mean, it's certainly one of those things where other regions were having more issues, we were in a great place. And I felt like, just like anything else, that we were going to have a great year, great excitement. So, Mike had talked to me about coming on board and helping him out, and in some capacity in one way or another, and just with my experience with concerts and logistics. So I was excited. He had already had, kind of regardless of the big one set up, he knew he wanted to do those lights and that great atmosphere back at the Freight House, which I felt like was awesome. It was new, very interesting for, some people go on Sundays and things like that, but just the concept was really positive to an outdoor venue, which we didn't really have any of that. But then when, the negotiating of contracts and potential acts coming in, and then them being receptive to come here was another thing, because everybody hears about the State Fair and the success that they have. This is something new. So you almost think that, a lot of these agents and stuff like that aren't even going to return calls and stuff. And then all of a sudden it's like the potential, and then knowing the negotiating between bands, and then seeing them sign on, it was unbelievable. I was excited to see that there was legitimate great acts that were actually interested in coming to Minot and being part of Dak Jam. Was like something that was super exciting, and it was like one of those things where, texting my buddies back home or texting family, like we were getting these acts. It was like unbelievable to put it together. So it was exciting, and it kind of just led to the momentum of like, oh my God, this is legit now. Like, this is like legit music festival that is big name acts coming to Minot. And I'm like, not only that, thinking of it because I was a part of it, I'm like, oh my God, the potential for this community. I mean, you talk about coming through the pandemic and like not having hotels and restaurants and the sales tax dollars and the economy, and just what it would mean to bring those here was going to be a huge deal, and so that's why I was very excited when those announcements were coming. When Mike said it's go time, we're doing this, and then finally see the acts get signed, it was awesome. I was very excited and knew that the potential for this thing could be real big.